We see you getting after your fitness goals. But what about those money goals? You can count on Credit Karma for a clear view of your finances and your progress, helping you see results so you can keep checking off those financial personal bests and find your way to money. Progress never felt so good. Download the Intuit Credit Karma app and start achieving your money goals today. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Welcome to another episode of When Reality Hits with Jax Brittany. We are moving our release date to Thursdays. Our schedule's gotten crazy, so Thursday's going to work the best for us. So we love you guys. Thanks so much for listening every week. If you are a Tuesday listener from the get-go, you can still listen on Tuesdays, but the episode will be out on Thursdays. And, of course, you can listen to all the previous episodes and each episode that comes out Thursday whenever you like. We love the support. We love doing this. We're having so much fun, but just wanted to make sure you guys knew that new episodes will come out every Thursday from here on out. So today we're going to get started hot with our troll of the week right off the bat because keep forgetting to do our troll of the week when we have guests on. But don't worry, it's still the same. Randall Emmett.
Troll of the week.
Jax, go ahead and tell us what's going on because I've got so many questions from people on my Instagram asking what's Jax's response to Randall's new podcast. This is from Morgan_Amy.
I did a couple bridge loans. I did 3 bridge loans. Keyword there is loan, okay, with Randall. And I've gotten paid back on all 3 of them except for the last one. So the last one I never got paid back because the movie never got made. So therefore, where is my money? And he is not paying me back.
But yeah, he paid $25,000 of it back, but now is trying to act like he didn't owe you anything back. But if that was true, then why did he give you the $25,000 in the first place?
Exactly. He's going on, he's talking on his podcast and saying that he has given me money and we're friends, and that is not true. We are no longer talking. I literally have to go through a lawyer to handle the situation because he's a fraud. He's a fraud, and he's taken money from me, and he's trying to say that this was an investment. It was not an investment. I would never have an investment like that, especially with a family. It was a loan. I was told by him that I would get this money back within 3 months. Again, it's called a bridge loan, not a bridge investment. And I keep saying this 100 times, but he doesn't get it through his thick skull. So I don't understand what the deal is. I don't understand why he would pay me back some of the money if it was an investment. So, Randall, you're still lying, and you're lying to everybody, and your lies are just keep on building and building. It's really getting frustrating. It's really getting tiring, even with your sorry-ass podcast that you have, using your pickleball podcast to talk about myself and Brock.
Well, I don't know who would give him a podcast anyway after everything he's done.
I don't know who would listen to that guy. Who would honestly listen to that guy?
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, so it's a little frustrating, and I know people have a lot of questions about what's going on, but he's just I'm going to keep saying it. He's just a really bad, terrible person. Like I said, the last loan that I gave him, the movie was never made. It was never made. So the money is still sitting there. So where is it?
Yeah, he just wants to know where is it if the movie was never made in the first place. All right, so we addressed that.
Yeah. So keep spewing out your lies, Randall. Do whatever you got to do with your cheesy pickleball podcast, but you use your pickleball podcast to talk about myself. So do what you got to do to get your ratings, buddy.
Yes. Well, anywho, moving on to something great that's happening in our lives. We're really excited to announce this because it's going to be such a fun project for me and Jax to work on. Jax, do you want to let everybody know what's going on?
Okay, so drum roll. Yes, I am opening a sports bar.
Yes.
It is going to be called Jax's Studio City. We started construction on Monday, and I'm really, really excited. We're finally going to have a neighborhood sports bar that I'm really excited about. I know in the past that I've said owning a bar is basically a marriage killer, but
yes,
the difference...
he said it many times, and it's freaked me out ever since this project came to be a possibility for us.
But the difference is you are involved just as much as I am.
Yes.
This bar is just as much...
It's called Jax's, but it's mine too. It should be called Brit's for real, for real. No. Jax's just sounds better.
No, but my wife is involved just as much as I am. We have, 100% say what's going on. She's doing the decorating. She's involved. And like I said, the differences between some other people that we know that did a bar that did involve their significant others, I'm involving mine.
Yes. So, and you're not going to be there 24/7.
No, not going to be there 24/7. It's going
to be kid friendly during the day. We'll be up there with crews. It's just going to be fun. It's like 10 minutes from our house. It'll be so fun to have something that we can pop in that will be something that we've made. It'll be, he's got a great partners and great people from Rocco's that are going to be Jax's partners and asked us to be involved. I love decorating, so it's going to be so fun. I've had a million questions about Mamaw's beer cheese. So what we are planning on doing is finally having Mamaw's beer cheese on the menu so people can come pick up their own little tubs there.
So it's finally happening. We're finally getting, after how many years of talking about Mamaw's beer cheese? We're finally having
it. And by the way, my Mamaw sells it all the time in Kentucky. Mamaw's beer cheese didn't go anywhere. She still makes it. Still makes it all the time. It just didn't go out.
We just couldn't sell it here in California.
We just couldn't sell it here in California. But now that we have a kitchen, and I'm going to fly my Mamaw up and have her help out with the menu so that it's got a lot of Southern charm. So it's going to be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I'm really excited to have her come and do the menu. I think it's going to be really funny with her with the cooks and designing a really cool Southern, flair menu that I'm really excited about. But yeah, we're just really excited. We're involving our whole family.
Yeah.
This is kind of like a family project. Everybody's going to have a little bit. In fact, even her brother is involved. He's helping with the sign of the store. So I'm kind of involving everybody. I want everybody to have a part of this. It's more, it is a sports bar, yes, but it's also a family place during the day, like she said, and kids are welcome, and it's just a cool little project that we're really excited about. Again, I partnered with the people that do Rocco's. If you ever been to Hollywood before, you've been to Rocco's Sports Bar. They decided to partner with me and open another bar, and I'm just really, really excited about it. It's a cool new project, and I just can't wait for it. The goal is to be opened by I think they want to be mid-September, end of September. I would love to be open for football season. I don't know. We're going to see how fast construction can go, but yeah, we're going to have a lot of events there. We're going to have my favorite. We're going to have my drag bingo. I love drag bingo. We're going to have football, obviously karaoke. Football, fights, karaoke. We're going to have, viewing parties of different reality shows.
Kentucky basketball nights. Woo woo.
Kentucky basketball night. I mean, we're just going to have it all. But it's like I said, it's going to be very fun. Not really that bougie. There's enough bougie bars in Hollywood. And I want this more laid back. I want this inexpensive drinks. I want everyone to have a good time. Cruz is excited, as you guys can hear in the background. But yeah, we're going to be very just, I say user friendly because it's just laid back and chill, and I just want everyone to have a good time without feeling
we're excited about it, from Hooters Grill to bar owner, from bartender at Sir to bar owner. Yeah. We're just trying to put our own little flair into it. So
I'm taking everything. It's
going to be a lot of fun.
I'm taking everything that I like about all my favorite sports bars, and I'm kind of putting it all into one. So I'm very excited about it. I can't wait for you guys all to see, come and visit. Again, it is called Jax's Studio City. The goal is to kind of chain them out. That's what I want to do. So yeah, I'm really excited. So you're hearing it here first.
Yes.
Construction started Monday, like I said. The sign goes up today. We're putting the under construction sign up today. I'm really nervous because this is kind of when it's going to go viral. I feel like once the sign goes up, like everyone's going to see it. It's on Ventura Boulevard.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's got a great location.
The location is absolutely amazing. It's also kind of a neighborhood friendly area, and yeah, I'm excited. Your brother's sign is going up today.
I know. I'm so excited. This is going to be so much fun, I feel like. So pray for us that this is going to be a success and that we don't kill each other during this process. But I think it's going to be so, so much fun. Hey everybody, this episode of When Reality Hits is brought to you by AG1. If you guys are looking for something that will give you all of your minerals and all your vitamins with just one scoop in your water, AG1 is perfect for you.
One of my favorite products, AG1. I take this pretty much every time after I work out. It gives me energy throughout the day, keeps you less bloated. I love it.
Good for your skin, hair, and nails.
They're on a mission to empower people to take ownership of their health with a simple daily habit. AG1 is the all-in-one formula, makes it easy for us to cover our nutritional bases every day. Every scoop is packed with 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food source ingredients of the highest quality. When you're on the go, it's so easy to make a quick shake. I mean, I love them. I really do. I use them all the time. And it gives us major benefits like gut and mood support, boosted energy, and even healthier looking skin, hair, and nails. AG1 was designed with ease in mind so you can live healthier and better without having to do a lot. So I take a bunch of different things when you can just mix one scoop of powder in water once a day. I do this once a day right after I get home from the gym. It kind of gives me a kickstart after my hard workout.
If you want to take ownership of your health, try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase.
Wait, free 1-year supply?
Heck
Vitamins are
yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
They're giving you a free year?
You're
Wow.
welcome, guys. Make sure you check it out. Go to drinkag1.com/realityhits. That's drinkag1.com/realityhits. Check them out. It can be hard to find creative ways to keep your kid busy, challenged, and off their screens. The day is long. There's just so many things we want Cruz to learn and different activities we'd love for him to do. Luckily, KiwiCo does the legwork for you so you can spend quality time tackling projects together.
KiwiCo is a subscription box for your kids that offers multiple lines of fun and enriching projects that are designed to spark creativity, innovation, and learning. KiwiCo has developed over 2,000 projects in STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math.
I absolutely love KiwiCo. Cruz loves it too. He has the cutest little panda. He thinks it's absolutely amazing. Each crate comes with multiple projects that will keep them busy for hours and off their screens. Simply select a crate or take their quiz to find the perfect match. It's no wonder why they have over 20,000 5-star reviews.
Redefine play with KiwiCo. Right now, get 50% off your first month. That's 50% off your first month. Crates start at just $14 per month, plus free shipping on any crate line at KiwiCo.com. Again, with the $14 a month, plus the free shipping and 50% off. I mean, you have to take advantage of this.
Promo code is REALITY. 50% off your first month, plus free shipping at KiwiCo.com. Promo code REALITY.
KiwiCo.com. Promo code REALITY.
We love that.
Without the fans, there is none of this.
Wednesday, August 9th.
I'm so honored to be here.
Baby, you're a rock star. America's biggest super fans meet their superstar idols.
Yeah!
And compete for a once-in-a-lifetime prize.
That is correct! I'm going to take them through my new record, song by song.
You can pick a song and we can sing it together on stage.
And the title of Ultimate Superfan.
It is up to you, America.
Superfan premieres Wednesday, August 9th on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Superfan.
Moving on, we want to answer a bunch of questions from fans that have written in on our Instagrams because we've had so many guests on. So this is the first one that just Jax and I have done solo in a while.
And we definitely need to catch up on some questions. I know you guys, we always tell you guys to definitely write your questions in. I feel like we got a little behind on it. So let's catch up.
Okay, yeah. So we want to go back and answer some questions that you guys have been writing in for us. We'll start out with this first one from Baycakes1. And her question is, how is your mama? She reminds me so much of mine. She was my favorite on VPR. My mama is doing great. She actually just came into town and she's staying with Jax and I for an entire month. So we are so happy. We were going to have so much help with Cruz. We're going to get to do so much fun stuff. We're definitely going to take advantage of her being here so that Jax and I can have some time to reconnect and go on date nights. And
what is that? What's a date?
It's just going to be great to have Mom here, somebody that we trust. And, we do have a babysitter that we also love as well, but it's just so different. It's so amazing to have your mom here because we're not used to having family in town, so we're super excited. And Cruz gets to spend all the time with his Mimi, so I absolutely love that.
Yeah, I'm really excited too. Obviously, just, to reconnect a little bit, to go on a date. And I haven't even been on a date in so long, so it's going to be nice just to be able to get up and go and not have to worry about calling a babysitter. We got one in-house.
Yes, it's so great. And, of course, having family around is everything. Family means so much to me. And that's why, Jax, I wanted to ask you this next question. Okay, this is a funny question. This is from Bakes 240s. Does Jax regret not wearing socks on your wedding day?
Absolutely not. It was the style, and many people have done that style. I wore a shorter pant with a loafer. That's the look. So no, I do not regret wearing socks, and I literally wore those shoes for during the ceremony, and that was literally it.
Yeah, no, I thought you looked great. We looked so good.
I looked great. I don't regret.
I just thought it was funny because I know you were Jax, whenever we had our engagement party, he wore a white all white outfit, and he wore a black belt around it, and we filmed it on Vanderpump Rules. And Jax was always regretted wearing that black belt with his all white outfit.
I don't know what
Says
I was
it every time.
I don't know what I was thinking. Every time I look at that, I was like, why was I wearing it? Why did nobody tell me to take off the black belt? I had literally a black belt on an all
I
white
think I was
outfit.
like worried about what I was wearing that I didn't even pay attention.
It went by so fast. That whole process went by. Everything went by so quickly. But yeah, as far as the no socks with the shoes, no, I don't regret it. But again, like I said, we had so many outfit changes. I even had shoe changes. So I only literally wore my dress shoes for the wedding, and then I put my sneakers on.
You know what was so awesome about my dress was that it was 3 dresses in one. It started out with like the big long train as I walked down the aisle, and then you could take the train off, and it turned more into like a mermaid style. I took the sleeves off, and it was like strapless mermaid, and then I could take off the mermaid dress and make it a short party dress. Do you remember all that?
Oh yeah, I remember all that. Every time you came back, I'm like, did you get a new outfit?
Yeah,
did you get a new
my
outfit?
wedding designer Netta Ben-Shabo was absolutely amazing. She listened to me, changed it all up for me. Like, it was a beautiful dress that I picked out from the store, and then whenever I was like going through the process, I wanted like the princess sleeves, and I wanted I just wanted to feel like such a princess that day, and I think that they really made it absolutely amazing. We look good, honey. Don't even worry about it.
No, I love the way I think we knocked it out of the park. All my guys looked good, and all the girls looked really good.
Okay, this is from Tink.the1, and she says, is it difficult being married and being reality stars?
You have to definitely separate it. I think that's, when we took the break from, Vanderpump Rules, I think it would definitely, helped our marriage a lot.
Yeah.
But you definitely just have to learn to separate it. It's not really hard I keep saying the word separate. You just have to learn how to separate it.
What I think is hard is if you had a fight or something on TV, having to relive it like 6 months later again, because you have to film about it, and then you have to talk about it in your interview bites, and then you have to relive it all again and have everybody judge you 6 months later. And I know that's part of it. We've had so many like amazing times as well on there, but if you go through a hard time on reality TV, that could it's so hard sometimes to get over things because it keeps getting brought up.
Yeah, so like your typical argument would usually get squashed overnight. Our arguments stick with us for at least a year, no matter what they are, because like she just said, we have to relive it like 3 different times. So, and it's not just brought up by us; it's brought up by other people. It's rough.
You have to face everything like no matter what, and that's another thing about reality TV. It's like if you get into an argument or something with your friend, you might not talk to them for a little bit, or you might like take a break or whatever. But if you're on reality TV, you have to force it. You have to talk about your problems with your friends, with your boyfriend, with your husband, with whoever it is, no matter what. Like, you have to face it head on.
Yeah,
it holds you accountable. That's for sure.
It definitely does. It definitely does. And plus, you get everybody else's opinion, which is kind of annoying too. But it can
definitely be tough. But it's just part of the life.
It's part of the life. It's what you sign up for.
Which goes to the question from Kat Bishop, and she says, who wears the pants in the family?
Definitely Brittany.
That is right.
Yeah. Yeah, I had the skirt on. For sure. I for sure wear the skirt.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny.
It's not even a question. But it's okay. I like it that way. To be honest, it's a lot easier for me. I just, kind of just do as I'm told. It's easier that way. And if it goes wrong, it's not my fault. So.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I definitely wear the pants. Love it. I love that you said it first before I did, because that just makes everybody know it's the truth. This is from Carrie Rick 72, and she wants to know if Jax is still close to his sister.
Oh, I'm very close with my sister. Yeah, I talk to her, I probably say for sure at least once a week, if not more.
We love Jenny.
I love my sister, and I obviously love my brother-in-law too. Unfortunately, they live obviously in Michigan. I try to get there as much as I can, but it's just tough. They work full-time. We have a family, so traveling is a little bit harder, obviously, now that our family's growing. But I talk to her as much as I can. I love her to death. We're very, very, very close. Obviously, we got even closer when my father passed away, but yeah, I love her to death. I wish she was out here more. I talked to her the other day because I'm trying to plan a summer trip out here for her to come out here in September. I was trying to get out to Michigan to get some lake fun, but unfortunately, we're just a little too busy right now to get out there. But and I'm just super bummed because I'm from Michigan and I love the lake life during the summer months. It's so much fun. My sister's got a beautiful boat and she's got so many cool friends, and I just love being out there in Michigan during this time of the year. But like I said, too much is going on right now, and we just can't make it out there. So hopefully by September, I see her here, and we'll have some fun.
Yeah, I love Jenny. I've always gotten along so good with her, and I've just got blessed with the best stepsister, or I guess they're not stepsisters, they're sister-in-laws. Yeah, because like I love Jenny, I love my sister-in-law Militia, my sister-in-law Bethany, my new sister-in-law Kristen. Like I've just like lucked out in the sister-in-law departments. Speaking of families, though, I do have to shout out my brother Wes because he's my oldest brother. He's the oldest in our family. I have 3 brothers. For those of you who don't really know that about me, I've got 3 brothers and 1 sister. My oldest brother Wes, he owns the sign shop that did the sign for Jax's bar that's opening up. But also he wrote a children's book called The Hairy Scary Mouse, and it is the cutest book ever. We read it to Cruise, and it just came available on Amazon. So if you're listening to this and if you love children's books and reading books to your kids, please check out The Hairy Scary Mouse by Wes Cartwright. It is so cute, isn't it, Jax?
It is, and if you didn't understand that.
What do you mean?
If you didn't understand that, it is on Amazon. It is called The Hairy Scary Mouse.
Yeah, by Wes Cartwright.
Check it out. It's a children's book. It's really, really good. I'm really proud of Wes. He did a really good job on that book.
I just had to shout out my brother because I love him and I miss my family so much. But yeah, we've got an amazing family over here.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is the one summer that we weren't able to visit our families just because we have a little bit too much going on this summer. So we're a little bummed. Usually this time of the year we're actually in the Midwest. We're going back and forth between Michigan and Kentucky.
Yeah.
So, we're bummed right now that we're not there.
Yes. Okay, so here is another question. This is from Ashley Arnson, and she says that she's not happy with her job. It makes really good money, but I dread doing it. What should I do?
Well, life is short, okay? Life is very, very, very short, but also life is very, very expensive. So, I'm a firm believer in, you got to be happy. You got to do what makes you happy. I feel like if you do what you want to do, the money will come over time, but I know that's a lot easier said than done. We have mortgages, we have bills, and credit cards don't care about your dreams or your goals. They don't. Mortgages don't care. They want their money. So, I don't know, maybe stick with what you're doing now, but maybe start carving out some time for something the thing that you really want to do.
That's
whatever it is that you want to do. I don't know. Maybe do it on the weekends and then just, gradually start doing it more and more to where you don't need the other job anymore. So I don't know. I stick with the job you got. But have a plan, have a goal. Say, you know what? I'm sticking with this job, but I have something else that I have in mind. I'm going to carve out some time, whether it's weekends, whether it's nights or whatever, and I'm going to do what I want to do. And then hopefully eventually that can take over the job that you don't want to do and you live a happy ever after life.
Oh, yes,
that's what I think. I mean, I know it's a lot easier said than done. I know it's tough out there, but life is really, really short. We are here for a good time.
Though, honey, I like that you're saying like carve out something like at least on the weekends or something for something that you really enjoy and really like to do.
Right,
that's good advice.
It's tough. Some of us, forget our goals and dreams, and then life just passes us by, and the next thing you know, you wake up and you're 30 or 40 or 50 years old, and you're like, damn, I wish I would have done this or would have done that. And it's never too late. It's never too late. We are here for a good time, not a long time. That's what I always say.
Yes.
So, do what you want to do, but just, obviously if you're getting started a little bit later, just, carve out some time for yourself and make it happen. But you just got to be driven, you have goal oriented and just go after it. Don't listen to what anybody else says. You do you.
Yeah. That's such good advice.
When Reality Hits is brought to you by Sakara. Sakara's flexible signature nutrition program makes it easy to plan nourishing, feel-good meals around your packed summer calendar. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner options that you can customize when you subscribe. It's like having a nutritionist and a chef all in one.
We've gotten so many meals from Sakara, and they are so delicious. They're so healthy. They even look pretty because they're so good.
And it's easy. Anytime that you use the word easy, fast, fun, nutritional.
Right to your door, that is the best ever.
I mean, whether it's a backyard barbecue or much-needed vacation, Sakara delivers ready-to-eat, plant-rich meals that help you look and feel your best.
Which is perfect for summertime because we need to be in our bathing suits.
And if not sure where to start, take the online quiz. They'll recommend the products and program that work for you. Their science-backed, ready-to-eat meals deliver results you can see and feel, from weight management and eased bloat to boosted energy and clear skin.
Yes, I love feeling like I'm not bloated. It's like the best thing ever.
And right now, Sakara is offering our listeners 20% off their first order when they go to sakara.com/realityhits or use code realityhits at checkout. That's Sakara, SAKARA.com/realityhits to get 20% off your first order. Sakara.com/realityhits. So what are you waiting for?
They are delicious, and they have lots of vegan and vegetarian options as well.
When Reality Hits is brought to you by Sheath Underwear. I love my Sheath Underwear. Sheath Underwear makes the most comfortable briefs I've ever worn, and that is the truth. If you hear my voice or even see my face, it would be obvious that I am wearing a pair of my Sheath boxer briefs. Their stretchy fabric is made out of moisture-wicking technology that makes them super soft. Keeps everything cool, comfortable, and in the right place, which is very important, especially when you're working out. But it also keeps you warm, comfortable, and dry in cold environments as well. After trying Sheath, you can never go back to those old other tired brands. I truly love the dual pouches that keep everything, like your man parts, separated. It's definitely a game changer. Like I said, guys, if you are working out, these underwear are just a must. You got to try them out. Sheath uses materials like bamboo and mesh for even more cooling comfort. We are sure they'll be the most comfortable underwear you'll ever put on your body. Sheath also has bamboo shirts, hoodies designed for maximum comfort. Go to sheathunderwear.com now and use promo code REALITY to receive 20% off. That's 20% off your order right now. That's sheathunderwear.com today and use promo code REALITY for 20% off. Guys, you will love this underwear. Please try them out. You'll thank me later.
Oh, I got to tell you guys a little story, something that happened to me that was so cool recently. So I went to the Jurassic Park live event. I took
God, she's been talking about this forever.
Yes, but you guys are going to love this story. I have to tell you. So me and Cruz went to the Jurassic Park live event. I went with my publicist, Lori, who I think was on like 2 episodes ago.
Yep.
And her son. So we all went together and it was so cool. We had like this like private moment with all the little dinosaurs and stuff beforehand. And there were so many other stars there that was so cool. Like John Legend was there with his kid. John Stamos was there with his kid. There was just so many people from
Heidi?
so many.
Was Heidi there?
Spencer was there with his. Heidi was home with the baby, but Spencer was there with his baby. I mean, there was just so many people. Beverly Mitchell was there. It was just so cool. Well, I felt so cool because I went up to John Legend because he was with his son Miles and they were sitting like right beside us. And I was like, "Hi, John. I don't know if you remember me." And he goes, "Brittany!" Like immediately. And I was like, John Legend knows my name. I didn't even have to say it. And he, it was just so cool. You know, I love John Legend and, you know, his son Miles their son Miles is so adorable. And he was like, "Who's your son?" He was like, "Who's your son?" And I was like, "This is Cruz." And John Legend was like, of course, I got to just say John Legend every time. John Legend was like, "Oh, Miles has that shirt too." And we were like talking for a minute. And his son Miles was like, "Who is that, Daddy?" And John Legend was like, "Oh, she's on this show that me and your mommy watch." And he was like, "What show?" And John was like, "Vanderpump Rules." I just thought it was so cool. I mean, the fact that John Legend knows who we are is like insane.
And did you have a moment with John Stamos?
Huh?
Did you make eye contact with John Stamos?
I made a short eye contact with John Stamos from across the room. It was very special.
People used to tell me I looked like him when I was younger. I got that a lot.
He still looks amazing, still looks exactly the same as you would see on TV. And his wife is beautiful. Like, they have a beautiful family. But yeah, that was such a fun night.
And where was this event?
It was at, what arena is that? What's it called?
Like, was it the old Staples?
Yeah.
I always call it Staples. I know it's been called like 3 different names, but I'm always going to call it Staples Center.
It was cool, though. There's such a really cool moment getting to be around like all these people. Mario Lopez was there. Got to say hi to him. Oh, Kelly, Saved by the Bell. She was there,
Tiffany
too.
Amber Thiessen.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen was there. I mean, it was just so fun. It was a really good time, and I'm just still reeling over the fact that John Legend still knows who I am. Like,
yeah.
How freaking cool is that?
He's a really, really nice guy. I remember when I filmed some things for Hulu, and I went to his house, and he was just so hospitable to me and very nice. You know, I'm literally in his kitchen, and I think he walked in he was running some errands, and he's like, "Holy shit, Jax Taylor is in my kitchen." Yeah. And I'll never forget that. That was my John Legend moment.
Yeah, and, cool though. It's just so cool.
Him and Chrissy are so sweet. They're so nice.
Yeah, and I said whenever we like walked away, I was like, "Tell Chrissy I said hi. Congratulations on your 2 new babies." So, you know, I feel like I know them. I've met Chrissy a couple times, but I had never met John, so that was like so fun.
A little backstory: our son loves dinosaurs, loves Jurassic Park.
Yes,
he's just a dinosaur freak. So his
room is done in dinosaurs.
I was unable to attend, but I saw lots of videos. He looks so cute. It looks like such a really awesome event. I'm kind of bummed I missed it. Of course, the one event that I didn't go to,
everybody was there.
Everybody was there, and it just looked really, really cool. And my son was I saw, like I said, Brittany was sending me videos. He was sitting in his chair. He was so excited.
Yeah.
He looked so entertained.
Oh, everybody kept telling me, like, they kept turning around and like, because he's just 2 years old and he's sitting in his own little chair beside me. He was so into the show. Like, if a kid moved their hand or something, he was moving around trying to look past them. He just sat there like a little angel. He was so good. Everybody was like, I can't believe how good he is.
Such a proud dad I am.
I know. He's a little sweetheart. I know a lot of you guys saw on our Instagram stories that me, Sheena, and Lala got our little tattoos. I got Cruz, Sheena got Summer, and Lala got O. And I know like a lot of like magazines and stuff picked up those photos. Jax also got Cruz Michael on his chest, matching me as well. So we all got little tattoos. We hosted a birthday party for our friend Janet at our house, and it was a county fair theme. So I had like a tattoo artist here, and we had like hot dogs, funnel cakes. It was so fun. But yeah, we all got matching tattoos.
Well, you forgot one person, and you're the one that designed it, Kristen. I went to lunch with her yesterday, and she said you're the one that designed hers, the GB.
Oh yeah, I designed hers. Yeah, I was talking about for our babies, but yeah, so Kristen likes to get tattoos from like in other people's handwriting. So she wanted me to draw GB for her dogs Gibson and Bowie, and I did, and she got that tattooed on her wrist too. So we are all connected for life.
Yes, we are all connected.
Just like Tom and I tattoo now, me, Lala, Sheena, you, and Kristen are all connected too.
like we're not already connected enough. Like we're not already intertwined enough. Now we have to get tattoos that are all resembling each other.
I loved it though.
But yeah, that was such a really, really cool thing. I don't know if anybody's ever done that before, but having a tattoo artist at a party is a really, really cool thing. Now, I think everybody in the beginning of that party thought they were fake. They were like henna tattoos. And then I was like going around, I'm like, no guys, these are real tattoos. I mean, obviously, you know, we had a lot of people here and everybody wanted to get them done, so everybody got little tattoos, but this guy was amazing. He did a great job. I got my son's name on my chest, Cruz Michael, and he did a great job. And it was a really cool thing. I mean, definitely like to do that again if we have a party, have another tattoo artist.
Oh,
I mean,
that was so fun. Jax has no idea whenever I plan these parties what all I'm going to have. So even Jax didn't know that was going to be a real tattoo artist until it happened.
This party we had was just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, my party planners, Picnic and Pedal, and Glitz and Gather, they're so awesome. Adrian, Ronnie, oh my gosh, the best party planners ever.
I get severe anxiety when Brittany throws these parties because I just can't handle people in my house. I'm one of those ones. I get real severe anxiety.
Crazy.
So I was like, okay. She's like, do you mind if I throw a party for our friend Janet? I go, okay, no, but here's the deal. I need to be out of the house. I need to go to the gym. So I don't want to be here for setup, and I don't want to be here for takedown. So
as long as a little crazy. Like my party, they feel like they're gonna walk on their tippy toes because he's like going around being like, they're like, are we allowed to hang this here? And I'm like, yes, I'm the boss. Just ignore Jax.
I know. I work really, really hard to build such a beautiful home, and I'm OCD, and I just don't want our house to get trashed. So
he says he's OCD, even though I have to clean up after him 24/7.
Whatever.
It's all right, honey. It's all right. It was an amazing time, and happy belated birthday, Janet. We hope you had a great birthday.
Happy birthday, Janet.
Yeah, it was such a fun party. This is another question from, let's see who, AB.B.Gator. How old was Cruz when you first took him to Disneyland? Do you recommend taking a kid that age? How old was he? Gosh,
he was really young.
So the thing for us is that we live only 45 minutes away from Disneyland. So for us, and we're also season pass holders, so it's not such a hassle for us to take a kid so young because it's so close to us. But if you're traveling from really far away, I would maybe suggest waiting till they're a little bit older because they're not going to remember it. But then again, at the same time, the memories you make with your kid, you will remember forever. So it's just, it's just a very special moment no matter what.
I also recommend for the parents out there, first of all, you guys know I'm a cheapo, right? So I got season passes, so I want to use the heck out of it to get my money's worth. Second, I repeat, do not go in the summer. Do not go on school break. Do not do that.
It is busy.
Misery. It is misery. You'll spend all that money. You'll basically spend half the time just waiting in line for food. You'll do about 3 rides. You'll spend about probably $5,000 on toys.
Kids will be crying because they have to wait in line so long.
It's absolute misery if you go in the heat and during school because it's just utterly packed.
You mean when school's out?
And when school's, the time to go is during the fall, and you go obviously during a weekday.
Yeah.
Other than that, if you go any other time, it's going to be absolute misery, and you'll just be paying all this money, and you just really, really won't enjoy yourself. Like I said, if I was doing this on vacation, I'd be so mad. You know me, how cheap I am. I'd be like, I spent all this money. We went on one ride and I ate a $17 funnel cake.
And if you go with like a big group too, that it sounds like it'd be fun to go with a big group, but like it could be so hard because so many people want to do different things. Maybe somebody doesn't go as much as you do, or vice versa. Some people might want to eat while they're there. Some people might just want to grab a hot dog really fast. Like there's just so many different ways that you can do Disney. So
I feel like Brittany
keep it
and
in a small group, and just like it's so magical. Like I would never say don't go because it's so much fun and you will love those memories, of course. But definitely if you're going from afar, maybe wait till they're like 4 or 5 because then they're really gonna love it.
I feel like Brittany and I have got it down to almost to a science. I mean, we got it down to like we have a core group of people that we like to go with because, like I said, when we go there, we're on a mission. We like to hit the certain rides. We like to go to the certain spots. We know the park like the back of our hand. We've been season pass holders now for a few years, and we just love going. But now we're also, like I said, we're also so close that sometimes we'll just go and we'll go do the park and we'll walk around and not do any rides. So, like I said, listen to what I say about if you're just going for the first time, do it when school is in.
And a weekday, or else it's going to be so busy. Because we've also been times where we got to do every single ride, and it was absolutely amazing. So there's always good and bad things about going to these big theme parks, but we absolutely love it.
Definitely do your research, read those Disney blogs, talk to other people, get the tricks of the trade. There are so many tricks and hacks that you can about Disney, and we've learned them all.
When Reality Hits is brought to you by Rakuten. Rakuten is the most rewarding way to shop and save because their members earn cash back on everything that they buy. Rakuten is the shopping platform that partners with over 4,000 stores across every category: beauty, clothing, electronics, home, department stores, pet, etc.
I mean, here's some of your favorite stores, Brittany. Macy's, Walmart, Bloomingdale's,
Nike, Sephora,
Adidas,
Petco. I mean, anything that we get our pets, we can get money back. Heck yeah. You get mad at me for all the shopping I do, so
yeah, but I don't mind if you do it on Rakuten.
That's right.
Rakuten is the smartest way to save money when you shop, so I love saving money. Membership is free, and it's easy to sign up. There's that word again, free. The stores pay Rakuten a commission for sending them shoppers, and Rakuten shares the commission with its members. You get paid via check or PayPal quarterly.
Their members have earned over $4.6 billion in cash back. Ooh. No wonder why Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. Start shopping at Rakuten.com or get the Rakuten app to start saving today. Your cash back really adds up. Use it for baby stuff because babies ain't cheap.
She talks about etiquette.
Get your fingers out of your mouth.
She talks about where to find a deal.
If you sell me something on Instagram, I buy it. Whoever markets to me does a fabulous job.
She talks about the economy.
We used to joke that'll be the thing to send them to therapy. Okay, we're creating jobs. Can we look at it that way?
She talks about parenting.
These kids want to come home. They don't want to leave. They don't want to drive. They want to stay in the womb.
Let's Talk with Heather Dubrow every Thursday on PodcastOne or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you could have dinner with a famous person, living or dead, who would you choose?
Oh my gosh, why didn't you tell me this earlier? I don't even know.
I don't even know. Go. Just think of your favorite actor. Who would you choose? Living or dead? Living or dead?
Help me out. Who would it be?
I don't know.
You know me better than I know myself. So I don't even know. I'd probably be an athlete. It'd probably be
I'm talking about an actor. It has to be an actor or an actress. Famous person.
Oh, right now, today, I'm obsessed with the show The Bear. So I'd probably the actor from The Bear, the main guy. I just love to pick his brain a little bit. Love just to talk to him. I can't remember his name off the top of my head now, and I'm like, but I just love that show, and I love the brother. What's his name? Do we know? We don't know his name.
I can't think right now.
I'm sorry. You should have gave me this question earlier, so I could have thought about it a little bit more.
This is why it's supposed to be speed questions. You're supposed to say whatever the first thing that comes to your mind. I think I would say Marilyn Monroe. I think that would be so cool.
Really? Why Marilyn Monroe? Tell me why.
I love her. And
I know you love her.
It's just from a whole different time period than me. Like, I just think it would be so cool to talk to her. She was like such an icon. So I just think it would be cool.
I know. I feel like my answer wasn't great. Maybe somebody from The Office.
Oh yeah, The Office would be. Ooh, yeah.
Right?
Steve Carell would
probably
be really
Steve
cool.
Carell. Steve Carell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a cool guy.
Okay. What's your favorite movie to watch over and over again?
Oh my gosh, what do we watch all the time? Well, we watch The Office literally every day. That's our favorite show. As far as
The
movie,
Office and Friends,
what
but The Office has kind of taken over recently.
I know, we literally watch Office every single day. It's our background show. We keep it on all the time. As far as movie, what do we watch? Right now we have a 2-year-old, so it's kids movies nonstop on repeat. Kids movies. We just got done watching Super Mario, right? Super Mario was good,
cute,
very cute movie. But yeah, we're in a kids phase right now.
Okay, this is supposed to be quick answers, Jax.
Sorry, guys.
Quick
Sorry.
answers.
Sorry.
Fast. All right. Who is your celebrity crush?
Okay, are you gonna get mad?
I just answered.
Sydney
fast.
Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney. Who's yours? Tom Hardy.
Gosh, yeah, I love Tom Hardy. I think Michael B. Jordan's hot too. I mean, there's so many.
Now I only got one. Sydney Sweeney.
What's your biggest fear?
Oh, my biggest fear is just, man, that's a scary one. As a family guy, just my biggest fear is just not being able to support for my family, not being able to support my family. Is that a fear?
I mean, yeah.
I think that's the biggest one. My biggest fear is just not being able to support my family.
Yeah, or
You know?
anything ever happening to one of us. And that would be terrible.
My family is my
but,
life.
Yeah,
so.
of course. But whenever I'm thinking of fears, I'm talking spiders and stuff like that.
Oh, okay,
My biggest fear is definitely heights. I cannot stand looking down from a bridge or a balcony, or definitely those balconies that are all glass windows. I cannot stand that. I can't even go out and look over it. I can't even stand if Jax is holding onto the railing. I'll never let Cruz get close to a railing.
No.
That's never going to happen. My stomach just flips. It's gotten worse as I've aged. The older I've gotten, the worse my fear's gotten, which is so weird. I can still do roller coasters and stuff, but balconies and stuff, looking down, something about it just started freaking me out.
Wait a minute.
I got.
I know for me, I know exactly what it is, and I was there when you got the thing in your back. And when you had Cruz, that freaked me the F out.
My epidural?
Your epidural. The epidural. Yes. I think that's the last time I almost passed out. I literally
My epidural that didn't work, and they had to take it out and put it back in numerous times.
Okay, time out really quick just to tell you the story. I was there for my wife's pregnancy. I was holding her leg. I saw everything come in. None of that grossed me out. The epidural literally almost made me pass out.
Because it went into my spine.
It went into her spine. It was like some Terminator crap. It was like some wire. And I'm like, this is real? That literally almost, I couldn't take that. So yes, that was my biggest, whatever you want to call that. I was freaked out by that. I'm like, she's a machine.
All right, I am a machine. Jax was so amazed by what my body could do after I had the baby. I mean, he was just so amazed. Women are so strong.
Guys, I don't know what men listen to this, or women, if you want to get your husbands, but wives or girlfriends or whatever, make your significant other watch this. It's just to show what the female body goes through and what these women can do. I have such an appreciation for women after that. Men could never, ever do this.
You can't even get a cold without acting like it's the worst thing that ever happened.
I was just in awe of what happened, of pushing a human life out of your
JJ. We all do it. We're all amazing.
You are. You really, really. I mean, what did we say this the other day? Women can go through so much. Whether it's, we were talking about IVF the other day. We were talking about periods. We were talking about birth. We're talking about what do women not go through? And then that's right.
I'm
women
in awe. Are the best.
I'm in awe of the stuff that God makes you guys go through.
Yep, that's right. We run the world, for real. We
really do. I'm shocked that. Yeah.
Okay, what do you find sexiest about me?
Sexiest.
This is supposed to be quick answers.
Sorry,
You're taking forever.
I love your body. We're doing body parts. I love your humor. Obviously, I love the way you are. I love the way we are. We're best friends. We get, we have the best time together. We like the same stuff. Obviously, you're sexy as hell, and I love the way you look, and you're beautiful, and I love every bit of everything about you. I think everything's sexy. I think I don't think I could possibly be with anybody else in this entire world. I would be literally lost without you. So I'm pretty much in love with everything that you are.
Oh, I like your chest and shoulders.
She's like, I'm not going to say the same. Basically, your chest and shoulders because
Oh, no, I love you so much, too. Let's see. Another quick question.
I'm not going to say you don't drive me crazy, and I drive you crazy. I know that.
Yeah, we definitely drive each other crazy. Who is more inclined to be jealous, you or me?
Probably me.
Probably you. I think so, too.
Probably me. I think, yeah, probably me.
Yeah. I mean, I was able to hang out with all your ex-girlfriends, but if you were ever around my ex-boyfriends, you hate that, and you feel so weird.
I would have to say me on that one.
Yeah. Okay. Who is more of a risk taker, you or me?
Ooh, I think I was a risk taker in my youth
Me
before
too,
cruise
yeah.
and before being with you. I was definitely a risk taker. I lived by the seat of my pants. I didn't care what I had in my bank account. There was a good almost 5 to 10 years where I was living paycheck to paycheck, couch surfing, and just kind of did whatever. And I got to say, it was some of the funnest times of my life. It's like the more successful we got, the more boring I got. I think. When I didn't have anything and I was living from apartment to apartment, that's when I was having a lot of fun, and I didn't really care. I didn't really think of anything. I was a risk taker. So now, not so much. Now being a dad, I don't take any risks at all.
Okay.
So what was the answer to that? You or me?
I don't know, because I don't really feel like we take very much risk anymore. Whenever I was younger, just like you,
Yeah.
I did the same. I think now we're just like so about cruise that what I ain't taking no risk.
No.
He needs his mama.
Yeah, I'm doing it. But we used to be. I would say in our youth, oh my gosh.
I mean, we still have fun. Duh, we're fun people. I like this question. Who is more likely to live through a zombie attack?
Brittany.
Yes, 100% me.
Yeah.
Jax is terrible in crisis situations.
I am not good at a crisis
My
situation.
country skills would come out. Everything my dad taught me. I mean, my dad literally built his own greenhouse and grows his own garden and everything. Like, if the zombie apocalypse was ever to happen, we'd go straight to Kentucky. We'd get there however we could.
I've already thought about all this in my head.
My parents live at the very end of a country road. The river cuts it off. We'd go down there, barricade the road. We'd have the greenhouse. We'd have everything.
Yeah.
Tractors, four-wheelers. We've got fishing ponds.
We just have to get there. We just have to get there from California first.
Getting there, it would definitely be my job to make sure that the family made it safe. I'd be like Maggie on The Walking Dead, for sure.
You would be. We'd pack up the Jeep and just drive.
Which of us has a better sense of direction?
Oh my gosh, me.
Jax.
Oh, that's not even a question.
Yeah, I absolutely have no sense of direction. If it wasn't for my GPS, I would not be able to get anywhere. I would barely be able to make it to the grocery store, especially here in LA. No, I don't know how to get anywhere.
Brittany doesn't know how to get anywhere, but I tell you what, she knows every 80s TLC, Salt and Pepper.
90s, early 2000s.
Every 90s, early 2000s TLC, Chasing Waterfalls, whatever.
Lil Wayne,
Nicki Minaj. She knows every lyric, but she can't figure out how to get to the grocery store.
That's so true. I can remember music like nothing else, but when it comes to locations, geography, I suck.
We've been living in this house for 5 years, okay? 5 years. The grocery store is literally a mile away. She can't figure it out still.
Yeah, no way. No way. What was the biggest lesson from your worst breakup?
Gosh, the biggest lesson in my worst breakup, just be honest. I think honesty, I was literally just going girlfriend to girlfriend and just kind of not being honest with myself or the other person. So, yeah, I think being honest.
Yeah, being honest. And I think also standing up for myself was a big lesson, because I had some awful relationships growing up as well. So you just got to stand up for yourself and just know when it ain't right. Yeah,
I would literally just get in relationships just to be in relationships. There was just times where I was like, I don't even know why I'm in these damn relationships, because we had nothing in common. I found out later that most of our relationships, we would be better just as friends. I think I was just kind of going through the process, maybe a little codependency issues with me there.
Yeah. Let's see. Here's another quick one. How do you hide anger when you don't want it to show?
I'm really dealing with that a lot lately.
I don't think you hide it at all.
I'm here trying to have a serious conversation. You're like, he doesn't hide it at all. No, I have a problem with that. So I'm not trying to laugh right now, because this is actually a serious thing that I kind of been going through lately. So I have a temper. I don't know if anybody knows that or not, but I have a temper.
I think everybody knows that.
I have a short fuse. God just did not give me patience. He just didn't give me that. So lately what I've been trying to do, I go for walks. I walk the dogs. I go take Cruz for a walk. I go walk out of the house. I need a minute to breathe, and then I come back and reevaluate the situation, because I'm very hot-headed. I snap really quickly, but I'm trying to fix that. I think, as we all know, as a lot of men are in relationships, we are constantly a work in progress. Men are just a work in progress all the time.
Okay, this is from Catherine.Moore616. And her question is, if you had to choose what non-reality show that would represent your life and why?
I think that's a very easy question to answer. I would have to say Friends.
Why do you think Friends?
Just because we have a group of friends that love to hang out every single day, right? Just like the show Friends. I think, we all are growing and we're starting families just like Friends. And I think we're all going our own way. And I think we all have the same kind of humor. I think all of our friends, we can pretty much characterize ourselves as one of the characters on Friends.
I love that.
I think, right?
I also think Married with Children would be a good one because I can so see you being like Al Bundy and me being like Peg.
Yeah, that's very true. I guess as I get older too,
you're getting grumpier.
I get grumpier. Yeah, that's very true. And I'm very just like, I'm like a realist. You know?
No, that's just funny. But I love the Friends one. That's so true because we can definitely see ourselves in there. We've always loved that show. I mean, we talked about it in our wedding vows and everything.
Oh my God, am I really turning into Bundy?
I'm just joking. That was just a joke, but still, it's funny. I'll be wearing my high heels and my little leopard print, walking around with.
and I'm on the couch miserable, complaining
with your hand down your pants,
complaining
snoring.
about how much money Brittany spends.
But definitely with your hands down your pants and snoring.
That's
too.
definitely true. I've definitely just taken over. I've definitely become my father. That's for sure. I am now my father. I can officially say I've become Ron Couchy.
So I decided to do one last question because I want to know this answer. From _tinytanya.93. She says, for Jax, what was the moment that you knew Brittany was the one?
Well, I think that's a pretty easy answer because, I met Brittany when I was in Vegas, actually on another date. So I think right when I saw her. I mean, I literally went to Vegas. I've said the story a million times.
On how, love from the start?
On how I met
first sight?
On how I met Brittany. And I was literally in Vegas on another date with a very attractive girl. And within, maybe 5 to 10 minute ratio into the dinner date, Brittany walked by. I waited till my date went to the bathroom. I got her number, and that was when I knew.
I had no idea he was on a date until afterwards, but still.
Yeah, so 8 years later, I think it worked out.
With the baby and everything. Married for 4. I think it worked out for us. We definitely took Vegas home with us.
Yeah, I definitely did.
Oh, well, I loved you right from the start, too, so I love you,
So it all
honey.
worked out. So, yeah, it was definitely the Vegas trip, right, when I first met you.
Oh, that makes me happy. Well, thank you guys so much for sending in your questions. Please make sure you send in questions every week because we love answering them and we're having so much fun doing this. We love you guys very much and we hope that you tune in every week. Thank you so much for listening to When Reality Hits with Jax and Brittany.
Have a great week, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Happy August. Can't believe it's August already. Sheesh.